Uh-oh, I got news for you, my dear fellow Leo. My cutie patootie looking all this so yummy. Welcome, Leo. Welcome to the Renaissance Tarot. Of course, I am only your funny Armenian guy, and you are my cutie patootie looking all that so yummy, so delish. Leo, are you ready for me to serve? Are you ready for me to slay? Welcome to your reading from June 2nd to the 8th. In this reading, Leo, I will be taking a look at your past, present, and future. I will clarify your main L energy, the challenge, and we'll give some advice. I will clarify all the cards for you as well and close off with an oracle card, with an oracle message about your relationship. So let's get into this, my cutie patootie. Looking all this so yummy. Thank you for all your love and all your continuous support, Leo, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, Leo, so let's get into your reading and see what's coming up for you for this new week. Also, we are having the new moon in Gemini, which is bringing a lot of mental clarity and new style, new fashion, new hair, hoodies. I want to thank you, Leo, for pouring your love. I see you in the comments. I hear you. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. And I want to give that back to you. So let's get into your reading, Leo. And of course, as you know, these are general readings. So it's not going to resonate with every single person. Okay, so your main energy and your challenge for the upcoming week is the Eight of Pentacles. And the underlying energies for you is the King of Cups. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. So that's what's coming and that's what's the underlying energy. And there is Three of Pentacles. Somebody here wants to work things out with you. Three of Pentacles, my dear Leo, they indicate the fact that someone is, wanting to cooperate with you. This may seem, I'm getting this energy of like, you may say, well, this is actually too good to be true, but this is something, a wish and a dream of yours that's possibly coming true. And you also have the Queen of Swords. Somebody here is ready for communication. Somebody wants to say something to you because they have been having a major realization with the Judgment at the bottom of the deck and the Ten of Swords. Apparently there was an ending. There was some sort of a painful situation that came to an end. And this person is actually getting ready for the communication. Okay, they want to talk to you. They want to tell you something and they want to basically come forward with the mindset of cooperating with you. Now, you could also be dealing with Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. As I said, Libra, he's here as well. And could be another Leo as well. So, dear Leo, your challenge with the Eight of Pentacles here has to do a lot with the energy of you focusing on what's important for you. In the present moment, I'm getting here, many of you are working on yourself. This could be about your financial situation, your life. But when it comes to this person and to this relationship, I do strongly feel like here that this has to do a lot with investment. And you are asking yourself this question. This person that I've been separating from, right? The King of Cups at the bottom of the deck, that's watching me, that's constantly thinking about me, that wants to make some sort of a move towards me. When they come around, how are we going to make it work? Because you have a lot of questions. I'm getting questions on your mind. So we're going to get back to that and clarify shortly. In the recent past, dear fellow Leo, by the way, yes, I'm your fellow Leo, as you can see. I'm a quadruple Leo, and somebody asked me, what is quadruple Leo? So just real quick to clarify. So my sun, moon, rising, and Mercury are all in Leos. I'll talk about that more in detail another time. I'm a July 28th birthday, twinsies. So in the recent past, there is the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yes, new beginning, things started taking off, new offer coming in for you, right? I do strongly feel like here in the recent past, this connection was very, very passionate. Fire and water. Again, Ace of Wands, which represent fire, and the Cups, Pentacles represent earth sign, but the Cups is also here with the Four of Cups. So earth, water, that's what I'm strongly getting here you were dealing with. There was a lot of passion, a lot of love, okay? I'm strongly getting here that Ace of Pentacles, a new beginning that took place kind of at a very fast pace, possibly between you and this person. Four of Cups here, okay, emotional unavailability here. Somebody started getting closed off. That's what it shows. So I will get back to this and clarify this shortly. In the present moment, dear Leo, you have the Justice, the Page of Pentacles, and the Moon. So in the present moment, this is something that you have been waiting for. You've been waiting, and you're gonna watch this reading, and you're gonna say, this is actually too good to be true, that this is coming true. Who is this person? How is it? How are they gonna do this? So we're gonna find out, right? But you're seeking for some sort of justice, excuse me. Something is gonna be set right between you and this person. And you're also seeking for peace and harmony, right? To set things right with this person. Page of Pentacles and then the Moon. Yes, there is a lot of questions that you have on your mind. The Moon, Pisces, Cancer energy here, as well as the Page of Pentacles, Earth energy. So in regards to this new beginning, okay, that you are aiming for having with this person on your mind, there is still a lot of questions about trust, okay, trusting and making sure that you and this person are not going to be repeating the same thing back again. So in the near future, you have the Three of Wands, the Sun, and the Hermit. In the near future, this is all about your future. Everything is tying up to your future, Leo, because the next 3 months are going to be extremely fundamental for you, especially as we're preparing for the Lion's Gate, okay, 8-8 on August 8th. And I know some of you are also born on August 8th, which is great. So, yeah, the Sun, you're here. You're definitely here. You're showing up. It's about your future. And the Hermit here is, I do strongly feel like here a lot of you are like in this place of like, you're like, you know what? Yes, I'm open to a conversation. I'm open to having some sort of a closure, clarification, maybe a new beginning. However, if I feel that something is off, if I feel that something is not honest or truthful about this person, I'm going to retreat and I'm going to choose myself and I'm going to go with it. So without any further ado, Leo, let's get into the reading and let's find out more. I'm going to clarify your main challenge. So let's clarify the Eight of Pentacles here. Eight of Pentacles here in the present moment for the upcoming week has to do a lot with you making sure how you are using your resources and putting yourself first and not lowering your standards, and you're ready for investment and working things out with a specific person, but there has to be an equal reciprocation. The Eight of Pentacles here is clarified by the Six of Wands, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Okay, and you have the Emperor at the bottom of the deck. Some of you might be dealing with an Aries. So your challenge for the upcoming week has to do a lot with the fact that, yes, this person is going to make a choice, make a decision here, to somehow re-enter back into your life. Now, these are general readings. Like I said before, my dear fellow Leo, I do have the receipts on my community posts where people have told me, this is insane. I watched this reading. I never thought this was going to be my story, but 6 o'clock in the morning, I received a call from this person. There's many, many success stories, and I genuinely want this story to be yours as well. And this is what's showing up. Anytime that the Six of Cups shows up in a reading, this is an energy of somebody returning back from the past, or there is this nostalgic feeling here, right? Somebody here wants to come forward and talk about the fact that they actually abandoned you. Somebody here left you, abandoned you, ghosted you, maybe didn't talk to you, stopped talking to you, right? There was a lot of sadness, Five of Pentacles, a lot of sadness. But somebody here wants to come forward and have this victorious entrance, this victory between you and them. And this is a pattern, this is a storyline that I've actually been seeing happening a lot in your reading. So we're going to find out more, but I do see here that this person and you shared a lot of memories with each other with the Six of Cups, a lot of moments together. There has been a lot of deep spiritual moments with this individual in the past. Now, in the recent past, you have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. So as we also spoke about this earlier, dear Leo, this has to do a lot with this brand new beginning that you had with this person. I think that a lot of you were not really looking for a relationship when you met this person. You were not really into them, but somehow you felt like as if you found them to be really interesting. You got connected with them. Many of you were thinking about marriage. I just saw the Four of Wands. So the Ace of Wands is clarified by the King of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups, okay? As I said earlier here, fire and water energy. Okay, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could have been as well Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Any other sign, like I said, but strongly here, fire and water. You and this person started taking off like pretty quickly here, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles. However, I do see here some sort of an emotional unavailability from somebody here, okay, with the Four of Pentacles. Again, not only, it was really great, that's what I'm strongly getting here, and you were holding on to. This is more of an holding on to this relationship, holding on to this connection. even though with the Four of Cups, somebody started to retreat, somebody started kind of like pulling their energy back and started distancing themselves in this connection, I do see here still holding on to this person and wanting to, work things out with this individual. Now, let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles here in the recent past for you, Leo. Let's clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the High Priestess, the Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Swords. Your intuition, okay, and then you have the Three of Wands here. Maybe you saw something. Maybe you saw this coming. Maybe you didn't see this coming. But the Three of Wands is talking about you just standing and looking and staring and, weighing it down, and you knew that this has to do a lot with your future. Now, in the recent past, what ended up happening, as I said, the Ace of Pentacles, this had to do a lot with stability. Also, maybe money and financial situation might have been involved in this situation as well. Now, trust issues, I always give an eyesight to the Seven of Swords here. Okay, a lot of trust issues. Was this person being honest with you? Were they talking to the person from their past? Were they hiding something from you, right? Because the Seven of Swords here is an energy of someone who is actually like hiding something and kind of tiptoeing. With the Ace of Swords here, you wanted the truth. You wanted the truth, and your intuition with the High Priestess was already guiding you towards the truth, but you kept ignoring, you kept pushing away, you kept saying, no, this can't be happening, this can't be right, but eventually something came into light. Do you want to find out what came into the light? Let's get into the cards. So I'm going to get into the Four of Cups to see why was this person acting? Why was this person acting distance towards my fellow Leo? Why this person started hiding? Why was there an emotional unavailability? The Four of Cups is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Death card. Okay? And then Two of Swords. Like I said, this had to do a lot with emotional unavailability and decision. This person came to a point where this person's behavioral patterns kind of told you that something was over. Okay, the Death card is here. Scorpio energy, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Three of Wands, fire sign. Again, this emotional unavailability, had to do with some sort of a trauma. That's what I'm picking up on this person's energy. Traumatic experience that your person had to deal with. And they didn't deal with it properly. Maybe they dealt with it at a certain level, but they didn't really finish the process of forgiving someone from their past. That's what I'm getting in here. Because a person doesn't just get emotionally unavailable for no reason, especially with you, Leo. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what I mean? So there is definitely this energy of this person realizing that, oh my gosh, like I think that, my traits, my old patterns are coming through. Like I'm behaving the same way like I used to in the past. And what do I do? Like Leo is catching up on me. And eventually it came to an end. And this might have been that you might have given the ultimatum to this person and eventually came to a situation where you kind of like ended things with this person. Okay. So let's get into the present moment, the justice here, something here that you're ultimately looking for. There is this sense of truth that you're actually seeking for. Okay, you want to know the truth. So the justice here is clarified by the Queen of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. Okay, a lot of you might be living in distance with this person, age difference, geographical difference. It also could be cultural differences between you and this person, Leo. Okay, so what ultimately is going to happen for you, even though it may seem this is too good to be true, but like I said, some sort of wish or dream is actually coming true. Whoever this person is, King of Cups, Queen of Wands, right? Water, fire energy here. If they have been feeling stagnant, could have been an earth sign also, like I said before. If this person has been acting kind of like quiet, if they were not really investing into the relationship, stagnant, right? I see here wanting them to bring the justice to you and wanting to communicate with you. The Queen of Wands with the King of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles in between. This is the slowest moving horse. It doesn't even move, right? It is just standing still, observing the pentacle, just looking at it from all angles, from all ways, from all situations. This person on your mind, they're actually looking at this situation from all various angles in order for them to come forward with the accurate information, with the proper way of approach, okay? Proper way of communication. Let's clarify the Page of Pentacles about this new beginning. Let's talk about this new offer, Leo. So the Page of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Three of Cups. Reconciliation is on the horizon. I've already talked about this a couple times, but you can see that the Two of Wands, right, the Three of Cups, this is talking about Two of Cups, Three of Cups, reconciliation and rekindling things back together. And most importantly, if you look at the cards, I want you to take a look at the cards for a second. Just observe them. When you look at the Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is talking about argument. This one right over here. It's about arguments, conflict, disagreement, misunderstanding, something that took place between you and this person that caused the separation. Eventually, you and this person is going to feel too good to be true, but I do see here reconciliation. I do see here things coming together and wanting to work out. There is also a very strong sexual energy, strong sexual connection between you and this individual. Two of Cups shows two people dressed up in two different outfits coming together, right? It means that there is a differences of cultures as well, wanting to work things out with this person, bringing things into unity. I'm getting here union. Okay, that's going to happen between you and this person. Now, most importantly, with the Page of Pentacles, this is actually what comes into question for you, Leo, is your sense of stability and your sense of security here. Okay, that's what I'm slowly getting in here. So, I have to readjust the chair here. So, okay, let's clarify the moon. The moon here is talking about your doubts. Okay, it talks about your subconscious mind. Something, again, like your subconscious mind maybe already has been telling you that, oh, this person, wants to communicate with me, but if they do, then what am I going to tell them? Like, what are we going to talk about? Four of Wands, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, and the Fool at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so like I said, this anxiety of yours, right? These questions that you have on your mind, when this person comes around, the Fool, how is this new beginning going to take place? The Fool is here, Aries energy, brand new beginning. Okay, brand new beginning, too good to be true. There is a history between you and this person, right? You and this person shared a very strong bond with each other, shared a very intimate history with each other as well. And then the lovers right here talking about, this connection, this union, this romantic relationship that we had with this person. And what comes into question for you is, is this somebody that I'm going to be able to actually build a family with, right? Because the Four of Wands here is talking about family, commitment, wedding ring, a situation which involves long-term commitment. And that's what you're looking forward to ultimately. And, you do want to invest into this relationship with the Eight of Pentacles, which also includes your financial involvement, your physical involvement, everything in every which way, dear fellow Leo. But what comes into question for you is this person with the moon here, right? Is this person on the same page with me? They may come forward with this communication and it may feel too good to be true. This wish is coming true, but are they actually on the same level, right? With you to create family, because you want family, you want marriage, you want to get a mega house, sprinkle, sprinkle. You want to get a mega house and you want to get settled and you want to sit with this person. You want to settle with this person. Okay, so let's talk about the near future. Let's talk about the Three of Wands for you. Your future is a question, okay? Especially for this upcoming summer here, for this upcoming time. I know in Australia, if you're watching from Australia, I know that it is probably winter or it's fall, but take it as it resonates. Three of Wands is clarified by the King of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Two of Swords. Commitment is what's actually, Hierophant is all about commitment, is what's making you question. Remember when I was saying, Leo, because I cannot make this up. This is coming all true into the cards. This is about your heart. It's about your future. You know what I'm saying? With the King of Swords, it's about communication. It's about making sure that this person is on the same page with you, that this person is not fumbling you. They're not saying one thing and doing another thing. You see what I'm saying? This person is actually, living up to their word. Actions over words, okay? And then sprinkle on top. So this has to do a lot with the fact that you are looking out for your heart. And I'm so damn proud of that, because you know what? You've grown so much, Leo. You've grown so much to the point where you're like, even though, yes, you do love somebody, even though you really want the best for them, if this person ain't on the same page with you, you're not going to fall back again into the same situation. You are not doing that back again. At least I'm not going to let you do that again. Okay. So this is watching out for yourself. This is about your future, because that's what the Three of Wands here talks about. It is about, you're thinking about, okay, I don't want to be going through the same cycle over and over and over. Now, in the near future, you have the Sun, which is representing you. Okay, the Sun here is you. In the near future, you are in the center. Your birthday season is coming up very soon. And you're asking this question: I want my stability. I want my mega house, my business, my money, my sprinkle. And let's see if this person is actually living up to their word or not. So you're actually creating this boundary and this space between you and this person. Now, the Sun is clarified by the Page of Swords, communication, the Lovers, and the Eight of Wands. That's it, okay? And Six of Pentacles. Is there an equal give and take exchange energy? That's the main and ultimate question here for you. With the Lovers, as you can see, there is communication that's going to happen, a very important communication, and then the Page of Swords, which is coming in for you. The Eight of Wands here is about text message, a phone call, communication, that is headed towards your way. Somebody here wants to communicate. My cutie patootie, looking all that so like delicious, so yummy. You're so yummy, Leo. Like you're so cutie. You are. And I know that you may not know a lot about tarot, but when you watch these videos, you will always walk away with some golden nuggets and knowledge. When you look at the Eight of Wands, what do you see? Wands are going through the air. It's about communication. Imagine this being the 5G nowadays. When you look at the Page of Swords, somebody here is taking action, right? Communication. And what is this communication about? This communication is about the Lovers, between you and this person. Okay, they got their choo-choo-chi-chi cha-cha out. Okay, so I'm just gonna cover that respectfully and sprinkfully. Now, this has to do a lot with this person wanting to communicate things with you. Okay, an incoming communication that you may anticipate from this person. Now, you're gonna say, how is this gonna happen? This is gonna happen in one of the ways. When you detach from this person and you don't put them on a pedestal and you prioritize yourself. How many times do I have to say this? I will never get tired of saying this. You know how much I've been meditating and doing breath work, and I'm just seeing so much sustainable changes in my life? It just takes 5 to 10 minutes. Regulate your nervous system, do breath work, gratitude journal, and you're all set. You're all set, baby. That's all. Detachment. Busy. Keep yourself doing other stuff. Don't put this person on a pedestal. Now, a question that comes into place. The Hermit in the near future. Let's talk about the Hermit, my dear Leo. I see you here taking your time. The Hermit is clarified by the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles. And then there is the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. And then the Magician. Okay, so this is something that is going to come into fruition. A lot of it that you have been either manifesting or you have been stressing out about it. It is going to come into fruition, but ultimately what you need to really realize and recognize is that if this connection is bringing you emotional exhaustion, if some things are not clear for you, if it's affecting your financial stability, Nine of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, your own happiness, your sense of security, then you're going to need to actually take a step back and just observe. Just observe. Observe how this is unfolding, because we're going to be honest, we're not sugarcoating. Yes, there were some toxic traits. Yes, there were some unhealthy habits, behavioral patterns that took place in this connection. And this is ultimately going to make you realize, you know what? I need to take a pause and I need to really realize, how is this actually propelling me forward? This person communicating back with me or showing up back into my life and wanting to work things out with the Eight of Pentacles here, which is also twice actually. How is this propelling me forward and actually contributing me to my own sense of happiness and safety and security? So let's get the advice for you. And I'm also going to be pulling the Wisdom of the Oracle message for your relationship. Okay, which is kind of like an extended type of a situation here for free. So to go a little deeper, now let's talk about the advice for my Leos. What is the advice for my Leos? One more. Okay, so you have the Queen of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles, and the Death card at the bottom of the deck. There is an opportunity for a rebirth and a resurrection, and then the Queen of Cups, which is actually on somebody else's mind even more than yours. Now, Queen of Wands, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. So here is the thing. You know that you have been doing a lot of healing within yourself when it comes to abandonment or somebody walking away from you. You have put your pieces back together very beautifully multiple times. I know that already has happened into your life. Now, this is a situation and a story when, if you feel like, this is an advice, if you feel like that somebody also comes back into your life, and with the Queen of Wands, that's you. You've already done the healing, you've already done the work within yourself, and there is an ounce of a single sign of someone acting a little bit awkward or weird or whatever, and it comes into question. Now you know when to take a step back and to let them know that, you know what, yes, you came back, but you need to, there's some improvements that you need to do to make to actually be with me, because you have elevated, Leo, on another level. And I kid you not just because I'm a Leo, I'm saying this, but you have elevated on another level, Leo. And I'm gonna come close to you and I'm gonna talk to you for a second. Listen, you are the sun. You're always ruling, right? You're always on top. Everybody wants to be around you. Everyone enjoys your energy. Everyone enjoys your company and just who you are. The question has come for you for the year of 2025, not only this week, but for just in general. How much are you going to give of yourself to people that have fumbled you and they come back? And you will take some people back, very few of them, not all of them. Don't be mad at me. But how much are you going to want to even give back to these people back again? Remember, your energy, your resources, they're not finite. You know what I mean? Like, you got to take care of yourself. You can't just constantly put yourself out there. The Four of Swords is here. You've done the healing within yourself. You have done the inner work. And, there has been a lot of abandonment issues that you have healed within yourself, Leo. Abandonment issues within yourself. So you're no longer going to be offering yourself on a silver platter with certain individuals. Okay? Because this is your time. This is your prime time. And I'm always here to help you to elevate, to slay, and to serve. If this person comes back who fumbled you, and they are coming back, and some people may say, you always say they're coming back. When they're coming back, when you detach. I've taught you about manifestation also, but also when you stop putting this person on a pedestal and stop treating them like a celebrity, so they don't treat you like a fan, sprinkle, sprinkle. And you're more than welcome to check out the testimonials from my community post, that the moment they said, fuck it, that's when they come back. You know what I'm saying? So you can comment in the below. F it, whatever. They're already coming. They're already with me. So number 40, and it says co-create, and it shows it's a leopard, right? An owl, leopard, co-create. Wow. Let's see, what is this saying about your relationship situation here? Number 40. Relationship message. Okay, so it's not long. It's just only a few sentences. So Leo, it says, connections of the heart serve to inspire you, opening you up to new ideas you would never have come to on your own. You're looking in a mirror held up by this experience and seeing yourself in an unexpected way. Who is this extraordinary being looking back at you? Who is this cutie patootie looking like that? So yummy. You are going to be so happy that you kept your heart open. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. Let me say that again. Your love is a unique work of art now, the very embodiment of beauty. That's who you are. I know I'm already in 28 minutes in, but sprinkle, sprinkle, who cares? Because I'm here to serve and I'm here to slay. You see what I'm saying? So Leo, you always gotta make sure that you choose yourself. Okay, what's important for you? You know what I'm saying? You gotta choose yourself. Dress up, look good, feel good. You know what I mean? This is your journey. This is your life. Nobody is gonna tell you what to do. No one is gonna control you. And this may seem too good to be true, but you know what? You are too good to be true. You're too good to be real. When people come in contact with you, you're like, oh my gosh, this person, this Leo, is literally a work of art. Like, who is this person? Anyone that has ever experienced your love and your care and literally experienced you in bed, in the bedroom, and outside of the bedroom, You are unforgettable. You are unquenchable. You are undeniable, Leo. So yes, it was also a look that was being served. So Leo, my fellow fire sign, my cutie patootie, this is what I had for you. Thank you so much for being in here. I love you so much. I will see you on the next one.